I'm Dawn. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make fake candy corn. Here I've got the pink and the traditional color of orange and yellow. You all seem to be really interested on how I made these and how I made the mold, so I thought, oh, I should do another video. I actually wanted to make another mold of these, so I thought may as well do it in a video and show you guys, because I don't think I've done, I've done one mold video with the cornstarch, but I've never done one with silicone molds. So that's what I'm going to do today. So for this project, you are going to need your silicone mold making kit, and the name brand is Limino right here. And I ordered it. I'm going to put the link. I ordered it from Amazon. I'll put the link in the description box. But it's a Canadian link, but I'm sure they sell it in the States as well. So it comes in 2 jugs. It's a two-parter. These are the jugs right here. I already poured them, but it's a 2 equal part mixture, and I have it right here. You're also going to need resin right here. That's what makes your candy corn. And I get the low odor one. I like that the best. And I'll talk about also the fake pumpkin candies as well. I'm going to show you a mold, how I made this. It's going to be basically the same, but I will talk about that. You need your craft paint right here, stir sticks, cup. I use aluminum pans for my molds. You can use other things, and there's lots of videos online that you can watch as well. You need a hot glue gun, and I think I covered everything. Stirring stick. Okay, so to get started, we are going to pour our mixture. Now, before I start, I have to say you wear a mask, gloves, open windows, whatever. I'm just not doing it for the video, but wear your mask and your gloves, okay? So we got them 2 equal parts right here of our mold, silicone mold, and we're going to pour it in. No. Before we do that, we have to get our mold ready. Almost forgot. So here I got it already started. I already got some glued in there. You're going to hot glue you need your real candy. Yes, I forgot to say that too. You need your real candy to make your mold. To make your molds, you need your item. Okay? So here's our real candy corn, and we're going to hot glue them upright into the mold. Okay? So like I said, I didn't want you to watch me glue all this. So we're going to hot glue and put them up there as straight as you can. So you always put whatever you want upright in your pan, and then you're going to pour your mold mixture on top. So I'm going to hot glue 3 more. I have quite a few in this one, so I think you don't want to put them too close, but I think it's going to be fine. The room that I put in there, and I'll go show you again. There. And you want to make sure you glue it down really well, because if you don't, once you pour your mold in there, it can float right up. The candy corn can float up, or whatever you have in there. Okay, so now we got them all in there. You take a screenshot if you want of that. And we have them, I think we got spaced really well. I'm going to show you my other mold here. This is my original mold right here that I made. And I also want to show you the pumpkin. I have some pumpkins, real candy pumpkins, glued into this mold. So that's how you do that for the pumpkin. Same idea. Okay, so now that we have our mold ready, set that aside, and then we can mix up our silicone. So we're going to mix it up in here. I like to use aluminum foil, because when I take the mold out, once it's cured, I just rip it open. Like that's why I can remove it easily and get to my mold. That's why I use, but I know people use other things. And now we're going to use part B, or part B. I've bought other mold making kits, and I like this one better. The other one I bought was clear. It was a clear mixture, and I like this one better. I think it's gonna be more durable, actually. I'm excited to have 2 candy corn molds because I can make a whole bunch in a day. Like, you can only make what your mold holds in 1 day, right? So, okay. So after that, I'm going to clean those 2 cups out with rubbing alcohol. You can use a little bit of soapy water as well, but then rinse off with rubbing alcohol. So we're going to mix this up together, and it says on the read the directions on the box, but it does say 3 to 5 minutes. So we're going to make sure that we do at least 3 minutes. So my resin actually is pre-mixed that I have here. So resin is also 2 parts, part A and part B, 2 equal parts. And like I said, I had them already pre-mixed to save a little bit of time for this video. But I do want to take at least 3 minutes to mix this. I don't want to waste all this. I want it to cure well. And I also make lots of molds out of this right here. You can take a screenshot of that as well, this caulking. And it says it's all-purpose. Make sure you get the all-purpose one. I bought another one that wasn't all-purpose, and it was stickier and it wasn't good. So make sure you get all-purpose. It is, it says 7-year mold-free, 100% silicone. This one is white, but you can get white or clear. It doesn't matter. Indoor, outdoor. So that you can use is cheaper way if you don't want to, if you just want to make a few molds. Now, it's great to make like molds that aren't too deep. Like for candy corn, I don't think it'd be very good to use that for candy corn. But for other things, I've made tons and tons of molds out of that. So what you do, you get that, then you have a cold bucket of water or pan or whatever of cold water, and then you put Dawn liquid detergent, dish detergent in it, and you squirt that all in there, and then you squirt that silicone in there as well, and you wear gloves. Open windows, that's strong. Open windows, mask, all that stuff. It's strong stuff. And so then you squeeze that in the water with the Dawn dish detergent, and you mold up your ball, make a ball of that. You knit it a little bit, and you make a ball of it, and then you take it out, and then you stick your whatever you want to make mold down into it. And that's another way to make molds. I also have a video on the cornstarch and stuff molds as well that you could try out, which is really cheap to make if you're in a pinch. But if you really want a really good mold, really more professional, nice mold, this is the stuff to get, and especially for your candy corn, something like that. That's deeper, and you want to be able to push it out once it's cured, the resin. So, yeah. Just wanted to talk about that as I'm mixing because, okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Now, okay. As you can see, it's all mixed up. And then we're just going to take our little candies here, and we're just going to pour it all in. And you want to make sure, now if you do this and you think you don't have quite enough, you can add more to it. And add on to it. Like if you do this mixture and you're like, oh darn, I didn't mix enough, you can 100% add a little more. And I don't know if I'm gonna have to or not. I might have to. I can see some of those little tips peeking out. Oh, it might be all right. I think we're good. Yeah, so you can just mix up more and add it to your mixture if you just want to make sure you cover them well. all out. Okay, there. Now we'll tap it a little bit. Actually, I think I'm going to put a little bit of tape. I could add a little more if I wanted. So to give it a little tap, I'm going to actually tape it together. Wait, need more tape. That way I think I could have enough that I don't have to. Oh my gosh, my belly. My belly growls every time. Oh. No, actually, I think I might add a little more after the video. I think I might add a little more because I can see a few little tips peeking through. So anyway, that is how you make this. So then it also says to put it in the fridge for 2 hours to let the bubbles rise up. Okay? So once it's in the fridge for 2 hours, you take it out and then you let it sit for 24 hours. Like I don't touch it until the next morning, or even wait a little longer if you want to do that. Okay, so that's simple. So once you tear that all apart, once it's cured, you just tear out your aluminum foil and it's all done. And it's awesome. Okay, so now we're going to show you how to make the actual candy corn. And I have, for the colors of that, I use poodle skirt pink for the pink, white, and daffodil yellow for the tip. And for the traditional colors, I used sunny yellow and neon orange, and then white for the tip. So those are the colors I use for that. And then also I use bright green on the fake pumpkins candy. So like I said, for the pumpkin, you're just still gonna put a little bit of green at the very bottom for the little tip of your pumpkin and let it sit for an hour or two, and then you add your orange resin. So that's how you make that one. I just wanted to show you also the mold that I have for that. So now in here I also have it started here because you want each layer to dry between color. So first we're going to start with the little tip here, and I like to keep it translucent in a little bit of shade of yellow, not pure white. So I have squirted out paint here. I have my daffodil yellow and white. So in here I have resin that's pre-mixed here, and I'm going to add a little bit of white. You don't want to put too much because there's not a lot of resin in here. So we're going to mix up a little white in here, and then so this is step 1 on our candy corn. Oh, did I put a little bit too much yellow? Maybe not. We're going to a little more white. To that. So you don't want too yellow and not too white. Okay, so here we have that mixed up here, and we are going to, let me see, actually I'm gonna add a little more white, a little more white. You put very little paint actually. Okay, so we're going to pour that. So what you do, you take your little popsicle stick here, and we're going to put our first layer, and just going to carefully let it drip in there. Like that. 2 or 3 drips. 2, and I'm going to 1, 2. I'm going to add a little more there. And there. Okay, so that is step 1 for our candy corn. We're going to make the pink one too. So there, we put that in there. That's step 1. Okay, we're going to jump over to step 2, which I already have the first color. I did that yesterday, so that's all dry. But as a rule, you would just wait 2 hours or so to do the second step. So then we're going to take more resin here, and we're going to take our pink and we're going to add it to our mixture. And for the middle part, we're going to add white with our pink to make it a little bit paler. See there? Right there. And then we're going to take this and we're going to add it to the second step here. And I like to put a little more, I like to have the middle color the most. The resin's a little bit thicker because I pre-mixed it before the video. And there. I'm going to add a little more here. So you just carefully, and if it gets messy, you can take a Q-tip and clean out the sides if you find it a little too messy. Okay. And also bang your molds once you put your resin in. So I will do that. I didn't do it for the first part there, but you will like tap it down, I should say. Tap it down like that so it gets in there good. I'll add a little more to the middle one here. There we go. Okay, so then we're going to jump to step 3, which you would let that second color dry for a couple hours before you do step 3. Then we're going to jump here and then we're just going to use the pink, no white. We're not going to use any white. We're just going to use the pink. So we have a nice darker shade of pink. I think that is right here. And I think, yeah, that will do. Like I said, it takes very, very little paint. Keep that in mind. And I have so little resin in there too, right? Because I don't want to waste my resin. So, which I am for this video. I'll mix this all up and pour it into another mold. So I don't totally, so I don't waste it all. But as a rule, I am using more resin than what I need. Okay, so in here I already have the 2 different layers cured. Like I said, I did that all yesterday to prep for this video. And we're going to do the 3rd color. And then once you do all this, you let your resin, I don't touch it, let it cure for until the next day, until next morning, then you can pop it out. And you can buy molds on Etsy. There is molds for the pumpkins and candy corn that you can buy if you don't want to make a mold. So that way you know how to do this part anyway. Okay, so there. So we're going to bang it down a little bit there, and that's how I do it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and this is how we make our lovely candy corn. Love it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and you take care and have a great day. Love you guys. Bye.